Am I wrong for raising the rent for my kids? A year ago, I bought an older house close to where I live. The original plan was to rent it out long term, but the first tenants stopped paying rent after 3 months, and after some hassle, I got them thrown out. I have two kids with my ex, M20 and M23. The youngest lived with me, and the oldest with his mom. The youngest is an apprentice, and the oldest is unemployed, working a small part time job. I got an idea when the house was empty again. The kids moves in together in the rental. I'm a carpenter, so I would help them renovate it and sell it in a year or two. The kids would then share the profit after the sale. That should leave them around $35,000 each they can use as equity when they buy their own house in the future. I had only one demand. They pay a symbolic $250 each in rent each month and show some initiative when we start renovating. The rent would go up to $600 when they got full-time jobs. The kids loved the idea and moved in 6 months ago. Everything went okay until now. The youngest have been eager to help when renovating and paid his rent on due every month. The oldest did never actively look for a full-time job and is usually a no-show when there is work to be done. He is always late with the rent, but he can afford to party more or less every weekend. I just told them that I will now increase the rent up to $600 next month. The youngest had no problem with this, but the oldest complain about this now all the time. They both have their own floor with their own bedroom, living room, and bathroom. They share the kitchen. Each floor is around 650 sqt. $600 would barely give them a 120 sqf bedroom in a dormitory here in the local town. To give an idea on the prices around here. The oldest has complained to his mom, who now are in my ear, that I can't raise the rent since he don't have a full-time job yet. He also says he can't afford it and will now move back to his mom. There are plenty of jobs locally he can get, but he is picky and somewhat lazy. So am I wrong if I tell him to move home to his mom since he won't work more so he can pay his part of the cost of the house? Me and my youngest son will then do the project together and he will get most of the profit after the sale.